We have a super long layover here at the Changi Airport in Singapore.
So the last time we were at Changi Airport, we flew with Singapore Airlines. We came here 12 hours early.
Yeah.
We lounge hopped. We saw the butterfly garden. We saw the cactus garden. We did everything. So that's the kind of content we wanted to bring to you. However, we are not flying with Singapore Airlines this time. And this particular airlines that shall not be named only gives you a boarding pass 3 hours before the flight. So we're kind of stuck here, but trying to make the best of it. We get to see the jewel.
Yeah,
so
we've never seen the jewel before.
Yeah,
Last time we missed it because we crossed into the airport.
Right.
And we didn't realize Jewel was on the other side.
But this time, because of this, we're on the outside because the airport won't let us in.
Complete opposite problem as last time.
We're gonna try and do a really quick run around of all the things.
Speed walk all the terminals and show you all the coolest things. Okay.
I didn't know it was a whole mall.
Yeah.
Because we never did enough research on this side. We did a lot of research on what to do at the airport, but John was just like, oh, there's a whole mall here, so I'm excited.
Yeah, there's something to do for sure. Like we could spend some time here. The problem is it closes at 10 p.m.
Uh-oh.
So we only have about 2 hours left, but
let's get going.
The problem is what happens between 10 p.m. and when we can check in for our 9 a.m. flights.
Sleeping on the floor, that's never happened. We have never ever been in this situation. So
but
yes.
Positives.
We're
Look
making the most of it.
how beautiful this is already. Wow, look up there. The whole canopy up there for people to view this beautiful rain vortex. So we just looked it up. This is the world's tallest indoor waterfall. That is super impressive. I see why this is rated one of the best airports in the whole world. You see the airport trains going right by the waterfall. It's getting really loud in here. You can actually already feel the mist coming off of it.
Oh my gosh, this is unreal. Because look, there's like all these levels and colors and people, and then this giant thing in the middle.
This is way bigger.
Yeah, it's way bigger than I thought, and it feels like I'm in the Avatar or something.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, this is gigantic. I had no idea it was this big. Like not just the waterfall, that's huge, but the surrounding area. We've got all this cascading levels over here of the mall with the obviously massive waterfall. What is that?
It looks like the bean in Chicago.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, I'm more fascinated by everything around.
Yeah.
And then of course the middle, but I'm just like, I didn't know there was a whole like, what looks like a whole city or something around it. Like they've done such a stunning job of like the surroundings with the lights, different colors.
This is super impressive. Wow.
It's behind us now.
That was so impressive.
Like, I really didn't think I would be that into it, but
yeah, I knew it would be really cool.
Yeah.
And like a cool light show, pretty cool waterfall, but I had no idea.
And I don't know if it has the same effect during the daytime, but at nighttime it's truly magical. Like, wow. And everyone's just sitting there on the seats and just taking it in with their families. It's really special. Like everyone's just staring at it, and I was like, we're all just staring at this beautiful thing that we made, as in humans.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Really cool.
Oh, so cool. So I'm really excited to see what this waterfall looks like from all the different levels. And there's this really cool like Chicago bean looking thing at the top.
Yeah. I'm like looking at the time. Let's go.
We got 2 hours. Let's go. As you continue on, you wouldn't really know you weren't in just a standard mall otherwise.
I mean, you can hear the waterfall in the back.
Yes.
The jewel, I should say. So it's like, oh, it's a regular mall with music, and then you hear the whooshing of the water.
Yeah.
Right there, and in every corner you go to, you can see it.
I should say, if you look this way, you would think, oh, I'm just in a standard mall. But if you look that way, that's the waterfall. All this greenery. It really does feel very fancy. Yeah. Okay, you can't see me because they just turned all the lights off. We just heard that there's a light show happening right now. really cool. They announced that they're having a 55th anniversary light show, and we're just in time. That was super fun. It's become a new habit of ours to start mall tours from the top and work down. Probably should save the best for last, but typically we find that the best floors are always on the top here in Asia, and this is no exception. There's a canopy park here where you can walk on these netted bridges over top of the waterfall. So this is where you would get your tickets to do that. There's a whole bunch of fancy restaurants up here. You're really close to this really beautiful like greenhouse roof here. Really nice view of the mall.
It's so fancy. Like, it just looks so stunning. Like, when we came to Singapore before, we had never been to this spot. So it's just like, reminding me of Singapore again, and the fact that we have to come back. Even when we were flying in, John was saying like, oh man, now that we're flying in, I'm like, I really wish we stayed a couple days. And I was like, no, it's okay. And I'm here, I'm like, oh, yeah, we should have stayed here a couple days. But it's so expensive here. It's really hard to find an affordable hotel or Airbnb or what have you. I don't even know if you can do Airbnbs here. I don't remember. But wow, luxury.
It's one of our biggest regrets of our first year of travel was that we weren't doing this YouTube, and we don't have kind of footage of our first reactions of certain places. And the one we always think about is Singapore, and how just in awe we were.
It took our breath away.
How beautiful this city is, just how epic and green and clean. It's just such a beautiful place, and yeah, we're getting a lot of like nostalgic feelings being
but
up
also
here.
FOMO, being like,
yeah, a lot of that too. Okay, I think I found my favorite view of the waterfall. You can't see me anymore, but look at this. You've got this excellent view of the giant waterfall. I don't know if you can see it here, but there's a train rail right, oh, there it comes right there. So you can actually, this is just a train that goes between the terminals, so you can actually see the waterfall from the train on your way through. But how stunning is this? I think I'm out of luck. I believe that's in the canopy area that you have to pay for, which I guess makes sense. But this view is just as great, in my opinion. Okay, just kidding. Maybe this one's even better. That is, again, the train rail there. Look at this waterfall. Shot of the escalators, everybody there. Yeah, maybe this is the best view. Maybe the more you walk around this thing, the better it gets. Since our time is so limited, we're kind of jumping around to get the best parts first. So now that we've seen the rooftop, and we've seen the Jewel, of course, you know our main focus from there is food. So down on the B2 level, there's a food hall here. And look at this. This is the underside of the gigantic waterfall. I wasn't expecting to see that. So all that water falling from the top is coming down through here. How epic is that? The other reason we're coming down to the food hall before everything closes is because we're not really sure what we're doing through the entire night. Are we going to find a little bench to sleep on? Are we going to pull an all-nighter? We're not really sure. So we're going to get some snacks and some little fun foods to kind of last us through the night, just in case we get hungry.
grilled salmon onigiri. I still can't hear out of this ear because of the flight, so I feel like I'm talking really loud, but I'm not. But yeah, we were really eating a lot of onigiris last time we were in Singapore, and yeah, there's one here, and those prices are pretty fair. They're similar to what I remember, even though it's in this fancy spot. So we're gonna load up on some snacks because we have a long night ahead of us.
Yeah, especially compared to the restaurants in here that are quite pricey.
Yeah. 2 grilled salmons.
Yeah, it's late in the night, so typically all the best flavors like the spicy salmon will always sell out, and you're left with cream cheese and smoked ham onigiri. That won't do. So probably gonna go with the grilled salmon. You can't really go wrong with that. And then you've got all the pre-made foods here too. Of course at 7-Eleven they'll heat that up for you, so it's a really great affordable option if you're crazy like us and you're spending overnight on the land side of the airport.
And we did look at the hotel. It's $260. I'm not paying that.
Okay, I've seen some pricey soju in my time. I thought the worst I was gonna see was back in Canada. It was like 11 Canadian a bottle. But here it's 1980 Singaporean dollars for one bottle. That is super expensive. What you got?
Earl Grey milk tea.
That sounds great.
And it's only $2.60 Singaporean dollar. That's a steal.
Not bad. There's an actual like food court area back here. But it looks like it's like standing room only. Like little standing areas like this. And we've got all this luggage with us and everyone else has luggage with them. And you really gotta watch where you're driving your carts around here. But we're more interested in, somewhere to sit down. So we eyed up this other place on the other side here. It's a little like gyudon, Japanese curry kind of place here. So that sounds just hearty enough for our long adventure tonight.
And we have lots of snacks, not to mention the snacks I have in our luggage. That's also with us because that's the reason why we're here.
Yeah.
That luggage. This one.
Yeah, we totally could have just stayed airside until the morning, but we had to go and collect our check bag on the other side of customs. So unfortunately, now we're stuck on landside for the rest of the night. And the worst part is we actually have priority pass. We have access to, I think, about 10 lounges.
Don't leave.
On the other side. So yeah, there's a whole world of free food, sleeping pods, comfy chairs, and tea and coffee just on the other side of customs that we just can't access right now. So whatever. We've got this really beautiful mall. We got some Singapore nostalgia hitting us right now, so we're content for now. We'll see how we feel after 10 p.m. That's the best part about this airport. They've got all these things that you have to see. There's a big list online. You always have to see the butterfly garden, the cactus garden, things like that. But I find it more fun to just stumble across these random things that nobody talks about. Like, how cool is this? For this not even to be listed on the best things to see here. That is so cool. That meal was just what we needed. Wasn't anything too hefty, nothing too spicy, just a nice, easy, hearty meal that we need before this long night. So now that we've eaten, we're on the hunt for a nice, comfortable place to sit, relax, maybe get some editing done, get some work done. So comfy chairs, good for sleeping, and have a plug. It's getting quieter at this hour for sure. Things are starting to settle down, people are starting to go home, and there's a lot of people kind of building their camps for the night. So this is obviously not an unusual thing here at the Changi Airport. Funny being on this side of the airport. You get all these little views into the fun side of the airport. And it's like you're this close, but you're just not quite there. Just found this area called the Viewing Mall. I guess in the daytime you can actually see the planes flying off, but it's very, very quiet. It would be great for sleeping, but the chairs are like this thin plastic and not great for sleeping, that's for sure. They've been very strategic here, you can tell, about putting these bars between the seats, but these ones didn't have the bars, but they're plastic and super uncomfortable, so still on the lookout. And again, I'm in the middle of nowhere, and they still have this beautiful, like, fake green area just to brighten the place up a little bit. Okay, we found one. These chairs look super comfy. The comfiest we saw in the whole place. And this corner's kind of dark too, so.
And this is our view. That's cute.
We got our snacks. We are in a good seat. We are tired, and we'll see you
in the morning.
Yeah, or at some point.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Okay, it's been quite a long night. We ended up pretty much doing an all-nighter. I haven't slept yet. It is now 5:08 in the morning. When we got sitting down here, it was just about 11:30. So yeah, we're a little bit tired, but we just got word that our gate just opened, so we can now go and finally check in. And it is a little bit earlier than we were expecting, so this is great news. So I'm kind of rushing back to Linda now to grab our bags and finally go see the inside of the fun, cool Changi Airport. We did it! We did it!
It's lounge time. All the lounges. John pulled an all-nighter, editing all night. I almost did, but then I caved in and had a little had a little snooze. But I am excited. I'm ready. I'm gonna have a full shower. All of this is coming off, so you may not see me as much because I'm shy about that. But the lounges are happening.
Yeah. The beautiful things have already begun.
Things are already opening, and it's like 5:30 in the morning, and everyone's already up and about. We've been up for hours.
Yeah.
We were denied all these places and things. It's not even the lounges, just the beauty and the space. We were just out there.
Yeah.
First thing we asked, we were like, oh, do you have showers? Yes. Are they free? Yes. Is there a lineup? No. Get in there. I don't see anyone there. And then I'm like, do you have towels? Let me check. They check. The next delivery is at 9 a.m. When's your flight? 9 a.m. See ya.
On to the next one.
Now we're on to the next lounge because
with a quick detour through here.
Ooh. Never not enough time for a beautiful detour.
Especially if it's on the way.
It's literally on the way.
This
is... He almost fell down the stairs just now. I was about to say, unless you did that, then it's not a true detour.
Yeah.
And then you did it. I love lounges regardless, but to be able to have a shower before a flight is like, you're cozy, you're in clean clothes, you change out of these clothes, and that is the thing I look forward to the most. So we are running and we want to show you things. So
yeah,
we have a lot to accomplish in this time.
Oh, there's a tree.
Oh, tree.
Hey. It seems so weird to me that it's still dark outside. But technically, we could catch the sunrise. So one really cool and unique thing about this airport is that it's really easy to get from one terminal to the next. In fact, you can do it by foot, but there's little sky trains that will take you from one to the next very easy and very quickly. They want you to explore. They want you to see all their fun little decorations and, you know, things like that. But one of our favorite things to do is what I've actually read online is called a lounge safari. So you start at one end and you visit every lounge along the way. So you kind of just check them off like you're sightseeing at a safari. We don't have enough time for that today, so you can tell we're out of breath trying to get to this next one. But this is what we planned to do all overnight last night. So now we gotta choose our favorite ones and kind of dart across every terminal. In the meantime, I'm hoping that I can still show you a few of the really cool things to see here. Okay, there's lots of really cool things you can do, as you know, in this Changi Airport, but one of our favorites is in Terminal 1. You'll find a little cactus garden. Last time we came up here, it was peak of the afternoon, so it was super hot. And I expected it to be a lot cooler, but it's still quite humid out here. The sun is just coming up. So if you're here overnight, it's a great place to catch the sunrise. Even just since we've been here, as you can probably see, the lighting has gotten so much better. And then over to the very edge here, you can get a nice view of the tarmac. See some planes all lined up here. This is the runway here, so you could see them landing if you wait long enough. But yeah, we're just freshly showered, so we don't want to be out here too long. We're already getting a little sweaty, so. We've made it to Terminal 3 now. We had a lunch at Plaza Premium.
Breakfast.
Oh yeah, breakfast. Plaza Premium, Sats Lounge, and another Sats Lounge. So we're totally full. We're on the way back to our terminal, but there's a couple more things we can show you. One is this.
Ooh, I remember those hot in here.
Oh yeah, it's another hot one.
They won't be long.
Right. So it's a free butterfly garden. You can see actually by the camera here, it's very humid in here. So it's another sweaty adventure if you're up for it. Oh. Okay, so we got played again. The butterflies are only active after 8 a.m. and it is now 7:49. So we missed that one by 10 minutes, but we got to rush to our gate now.
When we came here before, they were a lot more active, but it was daytime, it wasn't raining, and there were so many of them. Yeah, the rain was not helpful.
Not
for
helpful.
them.
Yeah. Also in the same area, they have free movie screenings. I believe they run even till 1 a.m. So whenever you're here, you can go in and just watch a movie for free. But we're heading back to our terminal now. We have to start boarding in about 40 minutes, so we got to make our way back. And our final stop is this adorable sunflower garden. Look how cute these are.